Hey up mate, today we're going to be taking a look at a proper viral video that a ton of you sent me last year. We're going to be breaking it down step by step and trying to understand what the bloody hell they're talking about. Let's talk about it. Hey up mate, and thank you for joining this live stream today. If you're new around here, my name is Dan and I'm here to help you understand British life, British culture, and of course British English, while helping you boost your communication confidence so you can use English as a tool to do more cool stuff in your life. So today we're going to be breaking down a proper famous viral video that did the rounds last year. I'm sure you've seen this video, like everybody has seen this video. But I wanted to talk about it today because A, it's pretty funny, you know, let's be honest about it, but their accent in this video is not that far away from my natural accent. And I think there's quite a lot of interesting stuff that we can break down as part of it, okay? So if you're excited, let's take a closer look, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to listen all the way through this video. It's 38 seconds, just in case you haven't already seen it. And I want you to put in the chat, where do you think they're from? Because Sammy in Munich, in München, says she hasn't seen this video. You're in for a treat, love. It's a belter. Mini Emma Watson 2.0, Yorkshire accent, I guess that's Victor. Well, let's see, shall we? Let's see. So we're going to listen all the way through. All right, let's give it a listen.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2?
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. The one that comes on my street is either £1 a p or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
Yeah, you
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
Oh dear. Well, mate, inflation's gone crazy everywhere. Yeah, Aya says she hadn't seen it either. I'm surprised. It was proper famous when it happened. My favourite comment I saw about this video is like, this is what would happen if Hermione went to a public school and didn't go to Hogwarts, which is kind of accurate, isn't it? Anyway, so where do you think they're from? Like, 'cause they've got quite an interesting accent. They definitely do not speak like the Queen would. So yeah, I'm interested. We've got Victor saying he thinks they've got a Yorkshire accent. Could be. I mean, it's not far. I've got a Yorkshire accent. It's not far away from where I'm from. There's a few differences, but it's not far away. Saitozilla channel, lol. Yeah, it's a funny video, isn't it? It's a very, very funny video. All right. So where they're actually from is a place called Burnley. Burnley is kind of Lancashire, near Manchester kind of area. So they've got a very northern British accent. And there's a few things that give it away. So let's start at the beginning. I'll kind of go through and show how I can tell about their accent, okay?
Girls, what's just happened?
What's just happened? What's just happened? She doesn't say happened, it's happened. Listen.
Girls, what's just happened?
What's just happened? What's just happened? Yeah, so dropping the H at the front of words is very common in a lot of northern accents like mine, but also like their accent as well. So, not so. Like in a standard RP accent, you get oh, so. But what you'll find in northern accents, it gets news like so, or, so. So, listen, and they both say it at the same time. Try that again.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, that's proper northern. So, let's listen to what she says next.
There's an ice cream van.
There's an ice cream van. Ice cream. Not ice cream. Ice cream. What you'll find is with northern accents, we get this very like long vowel sounds. ice cream, not ice cream, where you usually get a diphthong, like a I. But then it's ah. Listen again.
Oh, there's an ice cream van there.
There's an ice cream van there.
Happened.
So, there's an ice cream van.
There's an ice cream van there. So, yeah, that's another big thing that they'll do. So they'll drop the H, and she'll also, instead of using diphthongs, we get like a longer vowel sound. So listen one more time.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there.
So there's an ice cream van there, which is kind of crazy. Oh, my cat's trying to break in. Maybe my wife will come and rescue the cat in a second. But okay, so next then, let's listen to the next bit.
Selling just 2 ice cream.
Selling just two ice creams.
Selling just 2 ice cream.
I love the fact she's showing you how many with her fingers. Just two ice creams.
With 2 chewing gums in it.
With 2 chewing gums in it. So chewing gum, when I was young, you'd get like what's called a screwball. Basically, it's like a little plastic cup of ice cream. And at the bottom, there'd be like a ball. And that ball would like chewing gum, so you'd chew it. So that's what she's talking about there.
Just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
With 2 chewing gums in it. Very good.
Yeah.
For bloody £9.
Proper British. For bloody £9. Bloody. When a British person says bloody, it's like a intensifier. They're making it stronger. So maybe we're saying like really or very. And we're usually pretty mad about something. I mean, look at her face. She's definitely not happy about it, is she? So that's why she's saying bloody. Bloody. Sammy says, I'm having difficulties to understand this accent. Yep, you're not alone. Plenty of people struggle with this accent, to be honest with you. But okay, so let's listen to that bit one more time.
In it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9.
For bloody £9. 9. She's so mad.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
For 2 of them. Not them or them. Now, this is really common for native speakers, especially it's not like an important word in the sentence. We'll kind of put the stress somewhere else. For 2 of them. The stress is on 2, right? 2 of not them, 2 of them, which is what you might expect in a more, RP style accent. So what we've got here is TH is getting just cut altogether. 2 of them, linking it with the of them. And we get this schwa sound. 2 of them. 2 of them. Listen.
In it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
No.
2 of them. Got like the TH almost becomes the F sound. 2 of them. Them. It's more like a V, actually. But so of ends in this V sound. Of. And that is becoming the first sound of them. Of them. Of them. Okay, cool. And Sammy says, thanks for explaining. You're welcome, Sammy. Okay, so we've got a lot of interesting stuff so far. Let's look at the next bit.
Quid for 2.
Yeah,
Oh, her mum says something interesting here, actually. Listen.
£9 for 2 of them.
9 quid for 2.
9 quid for 2. 9 quid for 2. Quid, British slang for pound. So instead of saying £9, you can say 9 quid. Be careful, though, because it's not like we'd say £1, £2, £3, right? We don't do that with quid. We just say 1 quid, 2 quid, 3 quid. And that's why the mum here says...
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
9 quid for 2.
Yeah.
9 quid for 2. This is another thing. I can't quite do the accent, but instead of 2, it got like this ew sound in there. Listen.
In it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
9 quid for 2.
Yeah.
2 is kind of a bit related to the natural accent. All right, cool. Let's keep going.
9 quid. That is going to get nowhere.
That is going to get nowhere. No, instead of nowhere, no. Got O. You'll definitely find it in the north. No. Yorkshire does this. Like, no way. Instead of no way. So listen to her again. I absolutely love it.
For 2 of them.
9 quid for 2.
Yeah, 9 quid. That is going to get nowhere.
That is going to get nowhere. No, nowhere. Oh, mate, I love it so much. That is going to get nowhere. So what she's saying is the idea of charging £9 for 2 ice creams is going to do nothing. They're not going to get any success doing that. They're going to get nowhere. If somebody's going to get nowhere, they're not going to make any progress, right? Good. What's this? Aya says, what was the word she used for chewing gum? I think she just said chewing gum, didn't she? Let's have a look.
Cream van there selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Chewing gums in it. Chewing gums in it. So she's not saying in it like in British English where we want you to agree. She's saying in the ice cream, in it, in the ice cream. Just 2 chewing gums in the ice cream. Yeah. So when I was younger, we didn't call them chewing gums. We called them bubbly. It were a bubbly. You got a little, usually got like a hard outside and you'd chew it and then it turned into like a chewing gum. Yeah, bubbly, we would call it. But yeah, the ice cream, it's like a cup with the chewing gum at the bottom. It used to be called a screwball. So if you look on Google, you'll find the word screwball ice cream. You'll find what I'm talking about. But good. And yeah, nice. Let's keep going. I think we got to about here.
Oh, one that comes on my street is either £1 a p,
Wait.
9 quid. That is going to get nowhere. One that comes on my street is
One that comes on my street, what she means is the ice cream truck, the ice cream van that comes on her street. So in England, it's really common that there'll be a van that drives around that sells ice cream. It's called an ice cream van. And they drive around all the different streets. They park on the road and people go there and they buy their ice cream or whatever. They usually play a little song to let people know that they're here. It's probably a little bit old-fashioned, but it always happened when I were a kid. And what she's saying is the one that came on to her street, the ice cream van that comes to her house, does things a bit different. Let's find out.
that is going to get nowhere. One that comes on my street is either £1.
It's either, not either, either. So you'll find this with a lot of British accents, right? So instead of saying TH sounds like th or th, what they actually do is something called TH fronting, where it becomes like a v or a d, depending on what word we're talking about. So she says it's either, not either, either. She puts a v sound. Listen.
One that comes on my street is either £1
It's either £1
a p.
£1 a p. I'm not really sure what she means by a p. She's probably very angry. P usually refers to money, right? A pound and a p. Maybe £1 or 99 pence or something. I'm not really sure what she means by that. But yeah. So listen to that one more time because it's quite quick.
Gonna get nowhere. One that comes on my street is either £1 a p or £2. That is
Or £2. She's so angry. Look at her.
pound a p or £2. That is gonna get nowhere with that.
No,
It's going to get nowhere with that. All right, cool. Let's have a look, see if we can find out what else
no,
interesting.
he ain't, is it?
No, he in.
No, he in. No, he in. In. First of all, what she's saying is isn't. No, he isn't. But in the north, in. In. And notice that the T at the end disappears. It's not int. In. In. It's like a glottal stop. In. So she says, no, he in.
He's gonna get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he
No, he in. Is there. Is there. And this is another thing. He said, no, he isn't. Is he? No, he ain't. Is there. Is there. You'll find that the H disappears. So we've got E comes in their accent. What you'll find with like Manchester, they get this kind of clipped sound at the end. It said funny, busy, ain't is there, is there. Listen again.
gonna get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't, is there? No, he ain't, is he, mate? They're not going to get anywhere with that.
No, he in.
That's well bad, isn't it?
That's well bad, isn't it? This is one of the most amazing bits of Northern English I've ever heard. Listen.
No, he in.
That's well bad, isn't it?
That's well bad, isn't it? Okay, so first of all, well is another intensifier, like bloody, like it's like saying really or very. That's very bad, isn't it? That's well bad, isn't it? Got this in it, which is a meme. People often ask me, like, Dan, do people actually say in it?
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't it?
There you go. They do say it.
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't it?
That's well bad, innit? I love the fact that the little girl is proper fuming. She's so angry. And the mum is just like making fun of her. Like, no, he isn't, is he? Keep going. Keep saying what you're saying. Oh, mate, I absolutely love it. Right, hang on.
Is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't it?
He should know.
He should know. He should know. No, he should know. We've got that O becoming O instead. He should know.
That's well bad, isn't
He
it?
should know.
He should know. Like, he should know better. He should know that this is a bad idea. He should already understand that. Now, this next part is one of my favourite bits, like, hands down.
And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash.
And he only does bloody card. And I'm stood there with me cash. So I just imagine this little girl stood there with, like, the coins in her hand. An ice cream van. It's like, nah, mate. Just card, no cash. Listen.
He only does bloody card.
He only does bloody card. Listen to vowel sounds.
Is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
He
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card.
Card. That's actually quite southern. Card. It's only does bloody card.
He should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash.
Stood there with me cash. What? Notice how she says my.
Bloody card. Stood there with my cash.
Not my cash. Another thing from northern accents, especially like Manchester, Yorkshire, you know. Instead of my, you'll get ma or me. Me mum, me dad, my car. You'll get that quite a lot. Cool.
And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. What you'll notice here, so the Y from bloody links to the E in L because we've already skipped the H. So instead of bloody hell, the Y moves over and you get bloody yell. Bloody hell. Listen again.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. And then this is where the girl gets sassy. She's like, just listen.
It's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody
That's well bad, isn't it? Bloody well bad.
hell bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
I bet he can hear me, like, because she's shouting in a loud voice. She's angry, but she kind of wants the ice cream van to hear her. You know, hear her complaining about his business. Listen.
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
I bet he can. I bet he can. But we've got the bet he can. I bet he can hear me. You kind of got like a glottal stop. Listen.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
It's almost like an American T-flap. I bet he can. I bet he can hear me. Which is a bit strange because usually you get a glottal stop. Bet he can. Bet he can. But she got bet he can. Almost got like a D sound, which is like very American when they say bottle of water. Or bottle of water, or whatever they say.
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
And then they just run off to go and play on whatever it is they're doing. So I'm going to go through it one more time, just because it's a good laugh in it. So let's watch it one more time together.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2.
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. One that comes on my street is either £1 a p or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
He
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
Absolutely love it. And Victor says, I love this video. Replayed it countless times. Extremely adorable and interesting. Yeah, it's a very, very funny video. So, yeah, like I said, this is a bit of a look at kind of northern accents. Not all northern accents, because everybody's different, but most people assume when they hear British English, they assume like, oh, everybody's going to speak in an RP accent and articulate everything like the Queen would. Well, the King now, I suppose. Queen's been dead for a while, but, whatever. It is what it is. But then people rock up to England and they're encountering this.
He should know.
He should know.
He only does bloody
He only does
card.
bloody card. So they with me cash. Yeah, I can imagine if you've been learning English all your life and you show up and you end up seeing this, might be a bit surprising, I suppose. But, it's all part of the fun of learning a language, innit? So today then, we broke down that famous viral video, the 9 quid for 2 ice creams. And I'd love to know what you guys thought about it. Was it easy for you? Was it difficult? Is it the first time you've heard a Burnley or a northern kind of Lancashire accent? Let me know. Seal or Kill, I always get this wrong, says she's adorable in a way, but also she's going to be a nightmare when she gets older, I reckon. So, yeah, she's probably going to be hard work when she gets older. But yeah, and what else we got? Sammy from Munich says, so funny. Now I understand it very well. Thanks to your explanation. Good. Now, this video will actually be really good for shadowing practice, right? So shadowing is one of those things where you can basically go through the video. I'll just quickly show you what shadowing is. What you do is you play a little bit of the audio, and at the end of the sentence, you stop and you try and copy it, paying attention to like where the words get pushed together, where it goes up and down and stuff like that. So let's just do a little bit.
Girls, what's just happened?
Girls, what's just happened? Just happened. That gets pushed together. Just and happened. Just happened. What's just happened?
Girls, what's just happened?
Girls, what's just happened? Girls, what's just happened?
Oh, there's an ice cream van there.
So, there's an ice cream van there. So, there's an ice cream van there.
Selling just 2
Selling just 2
ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it. Basically, that's what you do, is you pause at the end of each line and try and copy it, paying attention to where stuff is being pushed together, the intonation goes up, where they're pausing. Even if you don't really understand it, it's just a good way of practicing it. Now, you don't need to copy the accent, but try and get the timing, the pacing, the pauses, and the stress in the right place. So shadowing is a really good exercise you can do with these kind of videos. So you should check it out. And if you're new to shadowing and, it's something that you'd like to practice a bit more, because I think shadowing is a great way of practicing speaking, even if you're on your own. You can see on the screen, you can get my free 7-day speaking practice plan. It's got a bunch of ideas to practice speaking, even if you're on your own. It tells you what to do. And it's also got a link to a weekly progress tracker. So you can track your speaking practice and you can find out, what you did last week and what you need to work on next week. It's really good. It explains everything you need. It's totally free. The link is in the description. So download it today and use this video for a bit of practice. I'm sure you'll find it online if you want to. So I'm going to go through some of your comments then and see what's going on. So Aya says, thanks a lot, Dan. Very interesting. Cheers, mate. Sammy says, it was the first time to hear this accent. I'm not surprised. It's not something you'll very often hear or see on TV, which is probably why this video went so viral, because it was fun. And a lot of people have not really heard this accent. And if you're in England, you'll have heard this accent a lot, and it's kind of funny. Seal, do me a favor. Is it a K sound or is it a C sound for your name? Just let me know, because I don't know. Little bit hard, but less than Adele. Yeah, Adele's like boss mode, innit? Maybe we'll react to that Adele video next, yeah. Okay. Leonard Speed Cuba Pitta. I'm guessing those Rubik's Cubes. I've got a Rubik's Cube somewhere, I think. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I can do it in about 5 minutes, but not a Speed Cuba. Anyway, Is it possible a non-native understand this tough accent? It's, Leonard, it comes down to practice, and it comes down to being around that accent. Even though I'm a native speaker, there's some UK accents that are difficult for me, like Northern Ireland. I haven't spent much time listening to Northern Ireland accents. So it's quite tricky for me to do that kind of thing. So it's all about, you need exposure to the accent a lot, and understanding why they do the things that they do is part of that. But, you just need to listen to it a lot. So if you want to practice this accent, go to Burnley, which is not far from Manchester, and you'll hear it all over. Good stuff. What's this? Marcelo says, so many words I understood wrongly, like, he'd better hear me, rather than, instead of, I bet he can hear me. Exactly. Like, because my ears trained to, I bet he can, rather than he better hear me. So that's the thing. Like, when you're not used to these accents, you can hear one thing, but, actually hear the wrong thing, happens. But good. Nice. Sidezilla says, is it the same accent as Oasis? No, Oasis is much more Manchester. Burnley's not far from there, but Manchester is more in the nose for Oasis, like Manchester. Yeah. Soulmate says, I want to know that is British phonetic and American phonetic. The IPA is slightly different. There's certain sounds that we've got in the IPA for British English that aren't really in American English, and vice versa. For example, Americans have got something called a T flap, which is where the T sounds like a D, and you get a bottle of water. We don't really have that in British English. And we've got the hard O sound, like sock, where Americans like sock. So there's a couple of differences, but yeah, like that. Good. So there are a few differences. And Keel says, please call me Ahmad. Okay, that's way easier. All right. But no doubt I'll forget by the time we do the next one, but just remind me again. Okay. But good stuff, everybody. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to remind you that starting on Monday, that's Monday, the 6th of January, the Brit Speak Pod, my weekly podcast, is becoming a live stream just like this. So you can come and hang out with me while I'm recording the podcast and get involved. Put your comments in. We'll talk about it together. So for an hour on Monday, we're going to be filming the Brit Speak Pod. So please come along and hang out. Let me know what you think. Put your comments in the chat. And it's going to be good fun. But until then, thanks so much for listening today. Once again, if you haven't already, you can get my 7-day speaking practice plan for free using the link in the bio. But that's it for today. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you next time. See you there.